I look at One Piece's competitive scene and I'm like, wow. Or more specifically, I look at their pricing support. I'm like, that's great. Like, I like the idea of serialized cards. Or, one thing I said previously was that as a regional topper, if we got more than just, well, obviously, first of all, pricing for the year was shit. But if we had gotten a serialized, I don't know, Agumon or War Greymon or something that said, hey, here's your invite, but like, you topped, so like, here's some really good shit. Or even going back to like 2021, when they were giving out like top 32 playmats, and even the pricing for that was like insane. The premier TO events and stuff.
Yeah, those like War Greymons and Omnimons mattered.
Yeah, this year it just seems like, last year a little bit, like you could see it declining last year, and then this year it just felt like it like plummeted. So it's just like, I look at One Piece and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I got to give you some shit, Bandai. But obviously we recognize that they're two completely different dev teams. There's the Digimon dev team, there's the One Piece dev team.
So, as far as dev teams go, I can't imagine the Digimon dev team had too much of a say in like the pricing support. That seems more like a Bandai kind of thing, right? Okay. So I wouldn't fault them there. I will say, having competed, the last few years, pricing was not very good this year. I don't think anyone's gonna like try and defend it. Like, I think if you do, you're just coping at that point. One Piece pricing was by far much better, right? It's hands down much better. I think because last year there wasn't top 32 mats. I don't think there was top 16. There's top 16 mats for regionals, and then or was it even that?
I can't remember last year. I think
I don't even know if you got a play mat last. No, there wasn't.
I don't feel like there was.
So the first tournament season, I got the first place mat, right? Because I won like the fucking Bandai regional level event or whatever, and only I got the mat, right? Nobody else got a mat. And the rest of my pricing was like sleeves and a deck box, and I got a couple promo cards. Like it was garbage.
It a paper deck box?
No, it was plastic. It was plastic.
It was
plastic. It was plastic.
Yeah. We didn't get the paper ones back then.
But then, the season after that, we started getting the stamped cards, right? Those stamped cards, like if you win, you get champion, you got playmat, whatever. But pricing wasn't super stellar either back then, to be honest with you. It felt a lot better because we were getting like the alternate arts or whatnot, but it wasn't that great either, to be honest with you. This year, however, I feel like where the change happened is our ultimate cups are supposed to be One Piece's treasure cups, right?
Yes.
That's supposed to be like where the expensive alt arts are supposed to be. But One Piece decided to still give the expensive alt arts for regionals.
Yeah, it's insane.
And I think that's where like my big disconnect is, because like if it's like, okay, treasure cups and ultimate cups are 1-1. Like, I get that. Okay, sure. Because like our serial card, right? Serial, air quotations, is Gallantmon and Gallantmon Crimson mode, right? It doesn't have a serial number, but like it's like somewhere in the same ballpark-ish, if you will.
Yeah.
And then One Piece regionals got actual pricing, and Digimon got stamped cards that say champion. Which, by the way, I still haven't gotten mine, actually, because there was a factory error because I received the first wave of support for the that line of champion cards, right? It was the level 5s. There was a factory error, and I still haven't received my prize support, so still waiting.
That's crazy.
So, I agree. The quality of support has gone down for sure. But I don't think it was ever super stellar to begin with, to be honest with you. Because like the first year we had like the Gaia Forces and Hokkaido's Breaths, and those are great. Yeah. Those were really cool. But then starting the next year, what did we get? We got
Bro, it was like Apemon and Parasaurmon. I was like, what the hell are these vanillas?
It's random shit. Yeah. So like the leap between this year and last year, I mean, it isn't. They both weren't great, to be honest with you. I think people are coping a little bit.
I get the idea of what Bandai was doing for this year's regionals, right? Like, obviously, it was like the protagonist, level Digimon. It's a cool idea. But my issue is every time I think about it, especially with the champion level ones, why did you get the most garbage versions of each one? If you would have given us at least the BT12 versions of each one, I think people would be like, all right, I had no problem playing for these. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they gave the most garbage. Like, no one cares about that Geogreymon since day one. Even day one of that Geogreymon, no one cared about it. That promo Greymon that gives the Sec plus one if you have Agumon underneath it, there was only one deck that mattered in. And that was Agumon, realistically.
It wasn't a Greymon deck.
Yeah, and then you had, what was the Pyojimon? It was like, bro, why use that one? Like, it made no sense.
At the bare minimum, the level 6s, they look good because those are all new art, right?
If they would have done that from the beginning, I don't think we would have had a problem at all.
Why didn't we
those
get that from the
good
get-go?
cards.
I don't get it. But
and they're all the BT12 versions too, I believe. And they're all good, like all arts too of it, besides the Kano Weiss. I think Kano Weiss is the promo version.
No, we got Seriousmon. We got Seriousmon.
Seriouson, my fault. Yeah.
We got the Seriouson from RB1.
I forgot this. I forgot that's what it was. Yeah. Makes sense. So like that was cool. That's cool. And like I'm excited for my regional runs coming up in October and stuff. Like
but it's
for
just like,
those cards.
Why didn't we get this kind of like level of support earlier? You know, I don't get it.